What would be the worst superpower, Buckley? The worst superpower ever.
Let me think about this, Buckley.
So it's a superpower. It's a superpower. However, it is the worst superpower that you could possibly have.
Super short memory loss.
Okay, I got it. No, I got it.
Moment of truth. I remember.
The worst superpower you could possibly have would be flight, but...
Buckley asking the hard questions.
But in order to use this power, it would be the power of these extreme farts just shooting out of your ass.
I don't know. Mystery Men supposed that the worst superpower was the ability to turn invisible when nobody was looking at you.
So yeah, you would have flight, but not only would everyone hear you coming from half a mile away, but it'd be the worst sounds and the smelliest of smells that would give you away.
That's a pretty useless power. That's a good question.
Dude, what would the worst superpower... Wait, what?
What is the worst superpower? What about shooting custard from your eyes?
Yo, Buckley, welcome back.
Can you ask, what would be the worst superpower? I think being able to read people's thoughts.
I talked to my lawyer, Buckley, and I actually have to give him a call if he told me not to answer any more questions.
I don't want to know, you know what I mean? Like, could you imagine just like walking down the street and you can't control it and you're hearing everybody's thoughts all at one time? Like, I think I would lose my shit.
And I will see you in court, I guess, next week.
Especially if you lived in like a really big city. Could you imagine how crazy you would feel all the time?
Oh, hey, Buckley. Yeah. Oh, that Buckley.
What would the worst superpower be? The power to shit your pants at any time.
I don't know, man. I guess like,
Or like, the power to like comb someone's hair without touching them. Like telekinetic hair combing.
fireworks out of your fingers like Jubilee from X-Men.
What would be the worst superpower?
Did I get it right? Did I? No?
That's like implying that any superpower is like good, you know? Oh my god.
What would be the worst superpower?
Buckley,
The worst superpower in the world would be...
I don't know, Buckley. Every superpower is
poop flying out of your eyes instead of laser beams.
the worst superpower is every superpower. Final answer.
Like, you shoot poop from your eyes instead of laser beams.
I am seriously just fucking my face up right now. Like, what am I doing?
Like, just turds. Just like splashes of fecal matter flying out of your eyes instead of laser beams. Explosive diarrhea. That would be pretty bad.
That dude's very British, if you guys didn't know that.
Being able to smell all the poop in the world. Yo, actually, yeah. Yeah. You know what? Being able to smell everything. Like, being able to smell everything. That sucks as well. But shooting poop out of your eyes instead of laser beams would be worse.
Oh, what would the worst superpower be? Oh, shit.
Poop, because you get pink eye, like, all the time. You would have pink eye, like, non-stop pink eye. You imagine... God damn, you are literally patient zero for pink eye.
I would have to say, the power to control tapioca.
Poop touch would be the worst power. Everything you touch turns literally to shit. Literally. Yeah, that would be kind of fucked.
I think that would be a terrible power to have.
Explosive shit Picasso all over the walls? You mean like to like shit on the walls? But that's not a superpower. Anyone can do that. I know I can.
Every time you got in a super fight, you got a boner, and it was embarrassing.
Rogue superpower would be pretty awful to have, you know?
Also, hi, Buckley.
Absorbing other people's energy like that?
Right now, the ability to smell your milk from sour milk from 10 miles away. That's amazing. The power to turn your right hand into wet sand once and not have the ability to reform it. Wow.
But there was one guy on the X Factor that literally vomited. I had all the toys.
You love the t-shirt? Yeah, I love Trav. Trav's a beautiful man.
Truly, you haven't lived until you've peed in a bottle out of necessity and then thought that bottle had something fresh in it.
I want to cuddle him.
And taken another sip, you know what I mean? You haven't lived. Alright. Not that I've ever done that in my life.
I want to cuddle him and hold him forever.
No. I've never accidentally drank my own pee ever. No. No.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Buckley? Dude, what would be the worst superpower? Fucking,
The worst superpower? Oh, fuck.
Dude, I don't fucking know, man.
There's a lot of bad superpowers, but like... But I've heard people say my superpower is I fart glitter. That's definitely the worst superpower, because that's one I've heard from multiple people.
Horrendous diarrhea? I don't see how that could ever be a benefit.
So yeah, farting glitter is the worst superpower ever.
I don't think there's any way. Oh, fuck me.
Fucking Buckley.
Fucking Buckley.
But I guess it'd kind of be like a jetpack. Jetpack diarrhea. Worst fucking superpower ever.
Buckley McFuckley.
There you go. Thinking you got jetpack powers, but really it's just horrendous diarrhea.
Dude, what would be the worst superpower? Ooh, Buckley.
Buckley. The worst superpower.
Worst superpower.
Making your shit smell like
cinnamon.
Shit.
The golden touch, of course.
That's a great fucking question.
Now, let's see.
The worst superpower? Enhanced smell.
Yes, the ability to shoot spaghetti out of your eyes. Excuse me, sorry.
Because think about it. If you have enhanced smell, it just means that...
No. The ability to only... Yeah, no, I can't find one that's worse than that.
First of all, you're useless. Second of all, if something smells really good, you just can't escape it. You just can't escape smell.
Ability to only smell farts.
Well, that's not a superpower, though.
If something's really bad, you can't escape it because you have enhanced smell. If it's really good, you also can't escape it, but it might get on your nerves after a while.
To God, for your video, I think it's a toss-up between Captain Hindsight's ability and
oh shit, I'm gone.
And the ability to shoot spaghetti out your eyeballs.
The worst superpower? I don't think I've ever thought about it.
I'm just here playing my game, Girk, right? And these guys are just being disgusting.
Explosive diarrhea would be a pretty bad superpower, I agree.
Okay, Buckley has something to ask. Okay, what do you want to ask, Buckley? What do you got for me today?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of really shitty superpowers.
So, you know...
What would be the worst superpower?
What would be the worst superpower? Oh, man, I gotta think about this.
Maybe... Okay, the worst.
The worst superpower would be...
Maybe, I don't know what, whoever you talk to wants to immediately have sex with you?
Open bottles with your feet. I know.
So you can never talk to your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister?
Living without superpowers. Yeah, having no superpower, but that's not a superpower now, is it?
Right? And you can't talk to your buddy Steve, or like especially not like Dave. What an ugly motherfucker that is, right?
Devin, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you got me saying shook.
So yes, you know, you can't ever ask them like, oh hey, did you see the football match last night? No, because then they're gonna want to fucking fuck you, right, Buckley?
Does anybody remember? Somebody came in here and was like, "What would be my favorite superpower? Like my favorite worst superpower?"
And your mom, when your mom tries to call you to say like happy Christmas, right? You're like, okay, no, fuck off, mom, no, fuck off. I'm sorry, you know.
Being Aquaman, any one of his powers, isn't he like have garbage powers?
The worst superpower would be when you got angry, you would leak maple syrup out of your fingertips.
What does Aquaman even do?
It would be the Canadian superhero Captain Syrup.
Right? Doesn't he like call fish and shit? And that's like all he can do.
What would be the worst superpower? Ooh. I don't know.
Aquaman superpowers would be the worst.
Shit, that's tough. The worst superpower. How are you doing, man?
What would be the worst superpower? Always being on fire.
Every cup of coffee I touch turns cold. Ah, I'd have to really adjust to liking cold coffee.
Okay, worst superpower would be... hold on. No, it's coming to me.
I would not let that stop me.
Get the fuck out of here, Zombo. What are you doing? No.
Buckley, thank you for the 100 bits. What would be the worst superpower? Cobalt, what would my superpower be, bro?
Every other question has been so simple up until now. There were no consequences before this.
Blowing out large amounts of smoke at people from large distances away.
This motherfucker did a survey.
Every time you activated your abilities, you had every ability as Superman, right?
And when they asked him what they thought my superpower would be, he said fucking smoky wind breath. Smoky fucking wind breath!
But every time you activate it, or really any hero, you can. That part's not the important part.
That's it right there. I want smoky fucking wind breath. The dream.
But every time you use one of your powers, you get an erection. And every time you use your powers, it also makes your penis get a little bit smaller.
The worst superpower. Wow, there's a lot of worst superpowers you can get.
Gee, what would the worst superpower be?
I mean, something like turning into a piece of corn.
Like, on impulse, exploding diarrhea. Because if someone went to mug you...
Stop in the name of the law before I turn into a piece of corn. Boop.
Like, you could just immediately diarrhea them. But at the same time, then it makes, like, you and them smell terrible.
Just a small yellow corn piece on the ground.
The worst superhero power. I'm trying to think of something outside of diarrhea.
What would be the worst superpower?
Say the worst superhero power would be that you can fly, but you can only fly at a top speed that's a little slower than walking.
You know what? Like, having like be like Snot Boy or something. Somebody who produces like way too much mucus. That's not a superpower. That would like legit be the worst.
How about the ability to have your eyeballs look inside your brain?
Maybe something like being able to, like, control blood, but it's only your own blood, so you need, like, you know, to get, like, some sort of horrible, like, lengthy transfusion every time you have to, like, go save the world or whatever, and be like, oh no, all my blood's out.
What would be the worst superpower? Buckley asks. I don't know. Like, oh god, I'm being shot! I don't know!
What would be the worst superpower?
Let me think about it.
Would probably... I think I tend to stand with the Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode.
I think the worst superpower ever.
Hearing everyone. By the way, you totally killed me because I'm thinking about that now.
Would have to be reading minds. Like,
thanks, Buckley.
Reading minds would be the worst. Because think about it. Like, imagine if you just were just walking through the mall one day and you're like, man, I'm gonna get a Cinnabon.
I think if you could hear everybody's thoughts, that would probably be the worst, because there are some people that you just don't want to know what the fuck they're thinking.
And like all of a sudden you heard, oh my god, fat ass, oh my god, she's in a Cinnabon. Or like me, like I'd be pumping the butter.
Like, I imagine Jay is probably sitting there thinking, man, I love burritos.
Just butter the fuck out of that popcorn.
Fuck, I'm tired.
And there's somebody walking by like, the fuck's wrong with this dude? I have problems, don't judge me.
Alex is just like if you could make a sound that would like speak of the thought of the colon colon parentheses smiley face, that's Alex. Just this constant like,
I like buttery popcorn, damn it. And I'm paying for it anyway. You got a mortgage out of the house to afford popcorn and a large drink and maybe some goddamn bonbons.
And then of course Travs would be
anal oranges.
Probably, yeah, but actually a superpower where you could see farts wouldn't be a bad thing. A superpower where you could actually see farts would be a good thing, because it means you could just avoid them and you would know who fucking did it.
What would be the worst superpower? Oh, geez.
You would know who fucking did it.
Suddenly losing your bones.
When and where would be the worst time to suddenly lose your skeleton?
I don't know how I thought of that. That's so random.
To be more specific, boom.
Anal oranges! Anal oranges! Anal oranges! Anal oranges! Anal oranges!
I don't need to hear all this shit.